Right here at this Sunday, 24th, 2015, this is around already 1400 Buenos Aires, minutes before, minutes after. Forgive me, I didn't check it. Oh, I am, like I just said, to God and your honors in my, where's the communication? Don't you see he's speaking to us, not to them, and he needs medication. He thinks he is the holy of the God and he can speak to the world and also to the space. And only we go through with forget me, like I was saying, I am needing sleeping reposition hours. I were the whole night, woke up until around 6 a.m. maybe a little before. But the problem were not that I am really exhausted. I am really devastated in so much ways, and I'm really tired and feeling the need to sleep for more. So the need to clear for this where exactly we had the whole of the Saturday in a terrible disaster. People kidnapped and raped all over. I supposedly will come to freaking out to making the placement of a Sodoma underbelly, somebody can say, trousers, the glory of the hell. And in the clear of this all, I will ever just come to having sex with up on a truck of Argentinian forces. Supposedly 4 to 6 to Maid and me and I screaming to wanting more with porn assemble and murder upon again and still more. The complete entire night I just spent it walking all through this city, this town of hell with a pattern of victims and afford it and people which only can count the survival. And I'm not saying the evil in the sense of snake. And that the reality of this, profaned, destroyed, bewitched, damaged, and in a sense of destruction all over. And suddenly the clear fact where threats up on the state of US, threats up on the state of Israel, threats up on the institutions of the United Nations, threats to murdering the Jewish community soul if the Israel state wouldn't give in and let this to taking positions and taking powers and taking everything they says belongs to them, which will be just giving the space for they to do worse. I don't say that the Jewish community is cut today, but the fight for this is a different story once the threat is, if you just give it, you make it easy to them. And it's hard what I'm saying and it's tough and I don't like it. But I'm fighting it and I don't think I'm gonna give in. I'm feeling tired, I'm feeling destroyed, and we have problems, we have loss, we have pain, we have destructions, forgeries all over, and dare to say that I signated them to the having more to the having songs that we sang at the other side of the Ruach Elohim recorded for the coming to kidnap the authors and the people for making rape and murder and saying he's stolen to us and coming to the diplomat seat Buenos Aires, UNASUR, saying that I will making damages and author property robbing and using that the diplomat seats Buenos Aires, UNASUR should pay them for the damages and prejudice that I will cause them. And even AMIA, Argentina, Jewish population, and anyone with responsibility about saying that I royal of Israel, which starts to say that I am the liar, should pay to the state of Argentina for the damages I caused to United Evangelics and to the whole generation, which keeps on delivering our people for massive rape and murder, saying that that is the command of the Lord. And people that went away from them threatened to be murdered because of they says they will serve the beast, when they are sensed about what this old circus of hell is, and these creatures of hell pretended of the lords, kings and judges, will say in defining me like genitals and feet and hands of animal, saying that they gotta spy me through around my address whenever I come to the bathroom, to making the show up saying, the freakers, we told you. Well, ain't nothing like that, and I'm not gonna give not even that moment of my privacy for what this does and dares to keep on doing. Every day with the invention of the generations they are for and feeding Sodom and Gomorrah. And in the middle of this reality, making a market of my life, playing the super-powered Bimbirit na Arikideska Joshua and Rubakuba. And the reality is I'm sick of them and are destroying everybody and are destroying all that we know and are destroying permanently what it means having life rights and having God. We are not in good times because of with this like a sandwich, down and up, and whatever they can just cite the witchcraft and the spell with profound things of Eladon, God himself that never came to. And in the middle of this reality, even though doesn't has no sense of not even respect. And through this, the sandwich of Sodom and Gomorrah, witchcraft abductive, inductive, let's can kill. I'm sorry, and making the whole the generations that they do to us saying that they are going to be God in heaven. And me. What do we get next? They are ruining us, and they are killing us, and they are destroying us. And I call for the sense of trying to see carefully how to preserve our lives, and Adonai to help us with the victim's rest, and we to hold our lives and not to accepting nothing like this all we're exposing in front of the whole of the world. And even though still there's to keep on insisting whenever the truth and reality already have been shown, saying that it's a mind staging and cheating the complete worldwide. So suddenly others saying that I need medication because if I were seducing the forces man's trousers all around, and they were in a very boner, and because of I didn't blow job, and I said them like in they cut to my people because of that would be the life lesson to giving me. And through this certain reality that I will ever have to making sex at the night, and I were dealing in an extreme situation, almost blasted. Chinidra. And we could handle the situation without it. I have to do. And not only that, but the reality of Mr. President Barack Obama, Mr. President Perez Rivlin, and Mr. President Merkel with G20 to give in and to let this to taking the condition for they to be the heads of the state, and they to start to making what this commanded for there to be done what this said to be. And I to be like a big word in front of the whole of the world for they to show that always were what they said and not what Eladon gave as testimony, and who understood Adonai is. Understood ain't nothing like they says. All through this is what we got. More terrorism implies, more murder, more genocide, more generations, more abomination, more forgery, more maiden up the generation saying, we are the national registers of Argentina and we know this is true. And we have destruction all over, and they are destroying and killing our lives, and you got to hear them after the staging of, I'm going to show that has the penis of an animal. And feet of Bikamatsu, Shkedatsi, wench. Oh, because of you didn't see it at the spiritual. I don't know what's the matter to you lately, you not evangelics, at the victims of you. That this incoherent, unreasonable, whack delivers deflective reality. There's to staging even the Thraden, I'm sorry. But the heads of the ill were always demons, and that's the way they ends. Gelflech abaplech tishfadlech miach lecha deveshkoblebech lachivishket matsecheli ma'an pasev. And I am destroyed, and I am ruined, but not defeated at all. Where is your quack, and what is your psychodiagnosis? Prostituta de toda la eternidad. And your bunch of mercaders of death and criminals on the medication and the syringe for the neck, to the murder unless humanity commit, and sell of organs and sell of bodies, and also sell of meat for rape and murder. What is psychodiagnosis? Prostitutes of hell. We have too much suffer, and I am destroyed, and I'm tired. And I want to end this. And this is not gonna be the way of hell. And I don't need this to end about we all, who we understand who we are. The real testimony, the genuine, that you think you're gonna be me? Hell no. So the reality, it doesn't have to be we and that. It don't have to. And it, no return, already is what it is. And we don't give in. Shut up. And with this, just one requestment with this all problems because of the realities. I will be a fraud in the whole of the senses. And the core of this were exactly the manifesting of the reality that Adonai meant. Meant. So the clear fact of this will be, will be exactly the manifesting of the clear fact of all through this, all through right, as we understood I am. Umbanda, Makumba, Kandambe, Hagas Pagas cannot produce what Adonai created for his own, and neither manifesting the reality of his presence and his glorious name. Then, for the record, okay, May 24th, 2014, for the worldwide Sunday cold day. This is around perhaps 1420, Buenos Aires 1450. And I am Alejandro Mario Blanco Redemi, for the reality of I've been birthed in Buenos Aires city, but not for Argentina, and not for the hell of it and associated. I have been birthed by El Adon himself in Buenos Aires for a reason of his word, as we're noticed. And for the condition of his word, I just gave him the responsibility of my hour for the duty I delegated. So the clear of this is this. Yes, this is my identity. Primarily Alejandro Mario Blanco, at the reality of Israel gave me my nationality, Israeli, and also US. I'm grateful. Bless you so much. I have been called also by Spain, which I couldn't approach, and I've lost my date with conflicts of this glass permanently and still, for the memory law. From the right by Sephardi, Blanco, Spain, the husband of the woman that Adonai used for I to be birthed, which comes from the tribe of Levi, of Judah, Hudaya Nishka Tzidcha Levi. Not gypsy, Jewish. At the real of being called Redemi, which is Levi Atheshki Cha'at Sachav. Then, Beregi Botlech Machat Kishkabat Lecha Cheliki Ma'avashefo Atki Itzeshlek Nirehima. Yifot Levech Lachishek Kara Atzesmot Levesechin Shemaram. Ibot Lechevesechishkat. My name in Israel. Elishel Eliek. Blanco Redemi Zechlechat Zishachachai Admi Anatzechat Chachai Da Ertish Doniero. Other clear of Adonai said, and Adonai terminated, and Adonai concreted the condition of his name and institution at the way of his will. Shalom. So the supposed freaking out, it wouldn't be. Nixiyat Alakish Leitzekefai Nenketh Hof Laish Letzish Reramat Lesh Leish Lein What shall I do now? Mons Leiken Ratiets Den Leiken Heimat Den Yatsi Mach Leiat Sayat Den Leiat Weimat Leirish Lein Kratsish. Sorry. Geremat Leia Matat Leish Leiat Sansi Smai Vas Leinat Leish Forgive me please for some failing around a little bit. I just woke up around 1300 Buenos Aires this day and I am feeling terrible, and it's kind of a near lift for my voice, even though. So suddenly I have still I got to make some worming. I should worm muscles and I should make my chapter well. Let's a little bit more about the reality of who I exist. So even though all at once I silently can't see Nijmels kan veilig sluiten vooraan. Als die vermoedelijk sluit zien mij. Sluitletsen, wat die nacht langs mijn nek. Snel naar de langste man. Sluit zien mij. Zwaar sie auf mijn leidsie. All at once. قبل فخمة لخ خنيم. Sorry for this. Slee je mouth met je lijk. Schreeuw het Slink je red zien vier palmats. Kerat zien snap de leeuwen. All at once I was drifting als Kalkhatsian. Lerematis laatste moment gab. Obviously als Kalkhatsian. All at once Zleert zich met stil voor wat genat. Sleer dat zit naar de leeg. Je sleert zich naast komen gaat. Je sleert naast de leeg. All at once. Plevech halachim bi plovach ma plevech halachim bi shkot plevech ma halachim ibi aplevesech chav. En de Belgen met vogelachish badach ma halachivat eshefe beimavim. Get lechi bit lechi vesech bi shkot plevech halachim irech halachish vachlach. Ivot levech lish matzechinim imeble et vesech. Ivot lechi lish matzechim. And the reference for. Then, Bedlevech halachi vesechish bodlevech matzech alchili imitzma beshvachla ansema inanem. He fills me up. He gives me love. More love than I've ever seen. He's all I've got. He's all I've got. Keines Land gab. Schmerzgott in mein Schleichheit. Shvodle met lechet echish kanut leche chalam. Imbob levesechish vodle mesechihim. Adle met chemet leche shech leche chacham. Betli visivish komut lechti emfomav. Then. Des leid lein kitish kiv. Moanait letish lo anseramatzen. Sorry, I don't have the right condition for the position. Forgive me. Shlet servit. Shloet namatsein et seilet so varet ses laitsi. And I am not in training, and that is not good. I don't want to excuse myself permanently. Forgive me. It's embarrassing. Whenever you understand that you have the reality, you are a professional of the voice, and you just ahead, like having the right class of struggles every day I got, with not space for to make my natural disciplining training for the harms, damages, and destructions, and suddenly much other factors affecting the reality of my person, which doesn't gives me no margin, and really is with no spaces and no blurriness matzachnim. And in the middle of this all is really marginal. Come up with me is not nice, forgive me. It's really a kind of a blurriness matzachnim. And I am going through really disasters, but the idea is not getting so glorious to the disaster picture. Actually is, oh my God, well, the reality is, yeah, we are with problems and this is affecting me, I'm so sorry. Should really be in another point. Then, Schleitzen leimotzo a koirabai leitzeitisch leit mekisch leiglaim mein leitze so advait. Understanding, I am a professional of the voice. Smart leitzi, maianti, leir. Ve'amatzon leitzamarlech, sle'amatzon letztes gelek. Bad. Bestly, lek, mine. Slides met your dears, lie thine gechmat my Slecher tzal yatsi leitke leyevach met oeleit. Lejacki, Lejacki, Lechmeid, Lechatz Lech Lekatmat, Teyef Leitzer, Ayamatzer, Elishel Layatz me. Slerevatz the Athan to feed lay. Slehoy my layash lechatzut. Sleon kiram of I'm not sure. Schlermaya wat staan lekish hotsu. Glerma doimas not smell
smadlek stoak. Rats merias tuatsilaja, rabablabos malayat stainas, playing gretsam at least the speed. Yet, just letjes niet siatski, matkleg, othlia, smakjes de Kirmanal and Prolex. Slär about so Mac lights about let's make this clever met zes lieds. Smaak, let's say.